Welcome back, everyone. Each year, as temperatures drop, carbon monoxide poisonings rise, sending more than 100,000 people to U.S. emergency rooms every year.
Here to discuss the risks and also how to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning is Baylor Scott and White McLane Children's Medical Center Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Dominic Lucia. And Dr. Lucia, tell us about the symptoms that you see in the ER when kids have been exposed to carbon monoxide.
So when kids come in with exposure to carbon monoxide, oftentimes it's not that obvious because it mimics other things like the flu or food poisoning. So they can have dizziness, confusion, shortness of breath, weakness, those sorts of things, even vomiting and GI symptoms. So it's really difficult to tell sometimes.
Okay, million-dollar question here, doctor. How are these kids typically exposed then to carbon monoxide?
Yeah, so it's kind of scary because what it does is replace the oxygen molecule in your red blood cell. And when it does that, that causes kind of a slow, insidious deterioration. So the longer they're exposed to it, the worse it can get and even end in death. They're exposed in the home from poor ventilation, from things burning fossil fuels, essentially wood, gas, stoves, using stoves to heat the home. Those are things that really cause the problems. Chimneys that aren't draining their smoke properly, all those things can be risk factors. And if you suspect that you have carbon monoxide poisoning, you need to get out of the house first and then sort through it.
So what other precautions should people take to be able to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning from happening?
Well, one of the cool pieces of technology out there, and it's pretty common and inexpensive, alongside your smoke detector can be the carbon monoxide detector. So we need to make sure those are installed, those are in working condition, especially if you have any carbon monoxide sources within your home. Change the batteries on those, usually when the time change, that's a good habit. And make sure that those sources are ventilated. You do also want to make sure you keep your chimney clear and don't use your stove to heat your home. You've got to be real careful because this is the time of year that we see these.
Yeah, and a lot of people, right, when they come home, you want to make sure you've turned the car off and you're on your way inside before closing the garage door. It's cold out at night. I know a lot of people want to be safe, but it doesn't take long, does it, doctor?
No, it takes a very short period of time, and like I said, it mimics other things. So be careful, be aware, educate yourself and others.
Wishing you a happy holiday and a safe holiday, doctor. Let's hope it goes that way for everybody in our viewing area. Thank you so much for your time today.